My name is Ava, and this is the story of what happens when the family you love decides you're no longer useful to them, and you finally choose yourself instead. It didn't happen all at once. The betrayal wasn't loud. It wasn't messy. It was quiet, calculated, almost elegant in its cruelty. Growing up, I was never the loud one, not the center of attention. I wasn't the golden child, the rebel or the favorite. I was the helper, the listener, the one who stepped in when no one else did. Someone needed a ride to the doctor. I'd rearrange my schedule. Someone forgot Mom's birthday. I'd order flowers and sign their name too. Someone lost their job or fell behind on rent. I'd quietly send money, no questions asked. It was never expected of them, but it was always expected of me. No one ever asked how I managed, if I was okay, if I needed help, because I was the strong one, the capable one, the dependable one, the one they could always count on. And for years, I told myself that was love, that showing up, holding things together, being the quiet background music to their chaos, that was love. Until one day, they turned down the volume, and I was gone. It was a Sunday when the message came in. I remember because I had just finished organizing. Mom's medications color-coded. Pill boxes for each day of the week. I had dropped off groceries at my sister's, like I did every other weekend. And then I got the message. We all agreed. You're not welcome at Christmas. 12 words. That's all it took. 12 words to unravel decades of loyalty, of sacrifice, of silence. I remember reading it over and over, thinking surely I missed something. Maybe it was a joke, a mistake. Maybe they didn't mean it like that. But no, they meant it exactly like that. They had a meeting, a group discussion. They shared thoughts. They made a decision. And none of them thought I deserved a voice in it. That night, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't text back a long paragraph or demand an explanation. I just sat there in the dark, feeling the ground shift underneath me. And then I remembered something. The house they all clung to like a family heirloom. The one my father died trying to keep. The one my mother claimed as a symbol of our unity, our traditions, our bloodline. They didn't know the truth, that I had been the one keeping it alive. For 2 years, I had been paying the mortgage. Quietly, behind the scenes. Because Mom was struggling. Because I didn't want her to feel ashamed. Because I thought, that's what family does. I paid for the new boiler, for the roof repair, for the water heater when it burst last winter. They never asked how she managed. They never offered to help. They just showed up every holiday, drank wine in the living room I paid for, and left dishes in the sink. And now I was no longer welcome. So I stopped. No more payments. No more quiet favors. No more absorbing the damage they never saw. I let the bank send its notices. Let the stress climb in through the cracks. Let them wonder how everything went so wrong so fast. And I didn't say a word. Let them feel what it's like to be left, holding broken things with no one rushing in to fix it. Let them sit in the silence they created. Let them taste the bitterness of being forgotten. That was my revenge. Not violence. Not screaming. Not vengeance in the way they expected. Just absence. And oh, how it echoed. I moved. Quietly. Packed my things. Left behind the memories and the weight. I started a new life in a small town no one in my family had even heard of. I opened an online store, candles, tea blends, handmade journals. Soft, quiet things. Things that healed people. And every morning, I lit a candle for the girl I used to be. The one who bent herself backwards trying to be good enough for people. Who couldn't see her unless she was bleeding. I thought I would feel guilty. I didn't. I thought I'd miss them. I didn't. What I felt instead was something I hadn't known in years. Peace. And maybe they'll never understand. Maybe they'll keep telling the story of how Ava abandoned the family, how she turned her back, how she chose herself. And maybe that's true. But here's the part they'll never tell you. They made that choice first. They just thought I'd never notice. If this story hits somewhere deep inside you, if you've ever been the one holding everyone else up while quietly falling apart, if you've ever been erased by the people you gave everything to, then do me a favor. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Not for me, for you. Because someone out there needs to know that walking away isn't failure. It's survival. It's rebirth. And if you're still watching, here's the moral. You don't have to beg to be chosen. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. And you don't have to stay somewhere you're only wanted when you're useful. Sometimes, the strongest form of revenge is letting go. Letting the silence speak for you. Letting the absence teach them what your presence was worth. Letting yourself be free of the weight you were never meant to carry. You are allowed to leave. You are allowed to heal. And most of all, you are allowed to choose yourself. Not once, not as a backup plan, but every single time. And when you do, you won't just walk away. You'll rise.